Well, well, here we are. The show will be starting in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And if you're watching this on replay, you can fast forward right past this spot and get right into the show. So no need to wait. Just get right into it if you're watching in replay. Now, if you're watching the show live, oh my gosh, what an experience you have coming to you live on I'm Right in approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And we will be here. And we would love it if during the show you make comments, and you can write comments on Facebook and YouTube and even on the website, JillCoxCordova.com, and click the Jill Cox Cordova. I am giving it right. JillCoxCordova.com and hit the podcast tab. Yes, that is correct. So anyway, a little tongue-tied. So maybe I'll be tongue-tied during the show. So please forgive me. All right. We've got about another 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and we'll be right into the show. Now, also, if you want to be on the show, if you want to talk to us live, you can do that from the website, and that is JillCoxCordova.com, and click the podcast tab, and then click on Be on the show, or talk to us live. I believe that's what it's going to say. Then we would love it if you talk to us. So we've got about another 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and we will be here with you live. And again, if you are watching in replay, you can fast forward right past this spot, and all will be good. So please stand by. So we have about a minute and 30 seconds, or a minute and 23 seconds. And if you're here right now, make a comment, or just say hi, or wave, or choose an emoji if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We'd love to see it and love to know that you are here. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. No, less than a few minutes. We will see you in 55 seconds, so please stand by. Come on, Jill. Come on. Come on, Jill. Ready? Oh no, never mind. No, we're not doing that. We're off to a rough start, y'all. We're off to a rough start.
I can't get into the rhythm, but this is I'm Right,
I'm right.
and I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova. Yes, I am.
And if you couldn't tell, I'm sick.
Just
I
Jill.
don't have much of a voice tonight, so that's why I can't
Jill.
even do this. I don't know that move anymore.
Jill is under the weather today.
Yeah, you could say that.
She really pushed through. Well, I was going to do the show alone, but the last time we did I'm Right without Jill on camera, the natives got restless.
That's not
The
true.
audience turned against me. They were, where's Jill? Where's Jill? Where's Jill? And I thought things were gonna end badly for me because I
That's
was
not
just
at all what
here by
happened. Because
myself.
I was actually there. I just wasn't on camera. So that's not at all what happened. I was
They
there.
did-
I witnessed it.
They did not like not
They did have questions, but they
seeing
didn't turn
you.
against you.
Even when I said Jill is right here out of camera shot,
And
you know.
I was talking.
And they weren't happy with that. No, no, our audience was not happy. So when you are not here, Jill, things don't go well for I'm Right.
It does actually, but
Absolutely
but
not.
I am here. The show must go on.
The show must go on. Yes. Well, it's only a 30-minute show now,
Thank
so you might
goodness.
be able to get
Yes, I could
through
I could get through a 30
this
minute
evening.
show. I could do it. I could do it if I put my mind to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's from a different show.
that is from a different show that
Yeah.
no longer exists.
It's gone.
It's gone, but the saying is not. All right. Well,
All right, what's going on?
tonight we are talking about hugging and huggers. Aww.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
It's part of a segment that we call
Stand by your stance.
Oh, stand by your stance.
All right.
Ooh.
So, sweetheart,
Yes.
are you a hugger? I already know the answer, but you could tell everybody else.
Well, you may not know the answer. The
I'm
complete
sorry, y'all.
answer.
I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
The complete answer. The complete answer.
The complete answer
The
is
complete answer. Well, I am a hugger now. But I wasn't always a hugger. I was not a hugger. I was not well into my... I probably didn't become a hugger till I was maybe 29 or 30 years old.
what changed.
Well, I was dating this nice woman, and she was like, "Give me a hug," and I did. And she was like, "What was that? That's that's not a hug."
How did you do it?
It was just kind of it was like this. It was a hug with no feeling to it, it was just like a mushy, like a spaghetti, wet noodle type of hug. And she said, like, "Hey, you don't know how to hug."
I'd say that looked really weird.
Well,
Wow.
a hug like this, like a zombie hug,
And that was
So-
because you didn't hug. You didn't come from a hugging family.
Yes,
Is that why?
we're not a hugging family, so I didn't know how to hug.
I see.
So she taught me how to hug. She said, "That's not a hug. This is how you hug."
So she grabbed you and hugged you.
Yes, and they're like, "This is how you hug." But even though she was hugging me, I didn't realize it. But I didn't realize that I wasn't a good hugger. It's much like, it's an awful thing if like if you're a bad kisser. So I was a bad hugger and I didn't know. And some people are bad kissers and they don't know, and they go through most of their life uh, kissing people awfully. It's an awful kiss.
I think that's a different episode.
Yeah, it is, but it's the same kind of thing. So my hugs were just kind of all loose and with no feeling in them. So, that's how I am. Yeah.
So now that you are a hugger, do you enjoy hugging? And
Oh,
welcome
yes.
to Married Couple. Hello, hello.
Married couple, hello, married couple. We're so happy that you are here, and that's Dave and Sam.
Yes.
And you need to check them out because they are on YouTube.
They are, and they're doing
Yes,
very well.
They're doing very well. Yes, they have a large following. We have a tiny little following.
It's all good.
We went away for a while, and now our following is tiny, tiny, but it's okay.
It's okay. So now you enjoy hugging?
Yes, I am a hugger. I am a bona fide hugger. So when I greet someone, I will tend to hug them, unless it's in a workplace. If it's in a workplace, I won't hug them.
You're not going to hug other truck drivers? Is that what you're saying?
No. No. But yeah, I am a hugger now.
So you think hugging is good?
Hugging is fabulous. And most of you know how I feel about that. We need to spread love, 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 love. So, and part of the way you can spread love is by greeting someone with a real hug, not a fake, like a TV hug, or no TV hug. Yeah, TV hugs, like this
That's a
kind of
TV.
hug.
That's a zombie
It's
hug. We've already
the zombie
established that.
zombie hug and TV hug. Well, okay, TV hug. It's not real.
Clearly, you don't watch soap operas, but okay.
No, like on a talk show or something like that. It's,
Okay. Well, my stance is
Yeah.
somewhat like yours, but a little different. I've always been a hugger, but I came from a hugging family.
Okay.
That's an affectionate family. However, I do believe, as now that I'm an adult, I do believe you need consent to just hug somebody, because I want to give consent if you're going to hug me. You may recall, sweetheart, how one time you and I went to a church, and part of the actual service was to go and hug somebody. And so, according to you, somebody went from one end of the church straight to me to hug me. And I didn't like that. And you didn't like that either.
I was getting ready to knock that somebody out in church. And here's the thing, because some people are not sincere with their
Or
hugs.
some people have agendas. with
That's
their
what
hug.
I'm saying. They are not sincere when they approach someone to hug. So someone may want to hug someone just because they want to feel them up. Yes, even in church.
That is true.
Just want to get their feel on and and then don't let down. See, that's not a church hug. It's not a church hug. A church hug is different than that old get your feel on kind of hug. Yeah, because I was watching this dude. I was watching him from afar, and he was eyeing you from the moment we came in. He was eyeing you. And when, it's time to, hug your neighbor is what they say. Hug your neighbor, hug your neighbor. Well, you weren't his neighbor. He was
I was
on
way
the
on the
other
other-
side of the church.
And it was a big church.
And he made a beeline to you.
And I didn't see all of that. But when he got to me, he totally creeped me out, because I'm like,
he was
whoa,
creepy.
like it was too aggressive. So I believe in hugging, but I think you need consent because the other person may also we'll get to this later in the show, but the other person may have scientific reasons
Yes.
that they don't want you to hug them.
y-
So
yes.
I am a hugger,
Um.
but I ask for consent, especially if I'm meeting you for. I'm the type of person that even if we're meeting for the first time, if we click, I'm likely to hug you, but I will ask you first.
Yeah. Yeah. I have started doing that, but I found that I ask when I'm already like this. Is it okay? Is it okay if I hug you? I'm a
Well,
hugger.
see, you got to read the room. If
But
they
I
come at you with a handshake,
but
that means don't hug me.
I do. But sometimes I'll do a handshake or a fist bump, and but then I'll say, hey, I'm a hugger. Is it okay? Boom, and get a hug. And that was with male or female or any gender they may be. It doesn't matter to me. A person is a person. So
That's right.
that's
That's
what I
right.
do. But I am sincerely a hugger for
Now,
real. Now,
now,
yeah, and it's all on.
I
Let's
have to
spread
say,
some
when
love.
the first time you hugged me, you're a good hugger.
Yeah, you better thank that other woman. She taught me. She taught me how to
I could
hug.
teach you some things too.
Really? Like what?
That's another show.
Let's hear
That's a
about it. Let's
that's
what can you
I
teach
could teach you
me?
some
Teach
things.
me something, woman. Teach me.
That's another show.
Teach me
The married
tonight.
couple says, well, now that you're back to your original time slot, we'll try to be here every week before our show. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
We
thank
missed you guys
you.
too. We really do love
Yes,
you.
yes, 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 yes. Ooh.
All right. Well, are we ready for? So the stance is yes, we're huggers. To
We're
me, it's like,
huggers.
but. Oh, but before we get to our next segment, I did take a poll, as I do every week,
Yes.
on LinkedIn, and I simply asked, "Are you a hugger?" And the
And
results were 70. Oh, the
oh,
results
oh, oh,
were
oh.
yes,
Yes. We gotta know. Ooh.
73% yes,
Mm.
9%, only 9% no.
Okay.
And the other 18% said, well, it depends on the other person. So, see, they're kind of like me.
Yeah.
You got to get consent.
But that is pretty encouraging and positive that so many people are
Or
huggers.
huggers,
That is
yes.
that is so cool.
Yes.
If you
I was
took
actually surprised because I did
uh
that on LinkedIn,
huh,
where people were thinking workplace.
yeah,
And
if you took that poll like 50 years ago, I bet you the results would be completely different.
lopsided, yeah. The
The
other,
other way,
like,
yeah,
opposite.
yeah. People would say they're not a hugger. So there's
Dave
some
is also,
hope for the world after all.
yes, Dave is also a serial hugger. We are
A
a family.
serial hugger. Da-
We are a family of huggers.
Okay, okay. I thought you like go to the bar and then you hug every single person in the bar.
Maybe
Like,
he does. Let us know, Dave, if that's what you do. Maybe he
yeah,
does.
yeah. We'll see how
You
that
spread
goes
love in a
over.
bar.
You can spread love in the bar, and with alcohol around, things can change. Things can switch in an instant to something else.
That's right. That's right. Okay,
Who
well, let's get to
knows?
our second segment that
Second
we
segment.
call
I'm trying to help you.
Woohoo! I'm trying to help you. Jill, are you trying to help anybody?
Always. I'm
Always?
always trying to help people.
So what are we talking about? What are we trying to
Well,
help with?
well, I
I don't
think
know.
some people are just well, let's talk about the scientific reasons why people aren't huggers.
Okay.
One, some people have social anxiety. So
Yes.
coming up and touching them or getting in their space
Yes.
will
Yes.
definitely increase that anxiety. So
Correct.
again, read the room. Like if you have social anxiety and you don't want to be touched, like extend a hand, like give a sign, a cue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That,
So if you
or
have,
sometimes the look of fear in their eyes will tell the other person, don't get near
yeah.
me, don't touch me.
Yeah. Or if you see someone like me that's going in for the hug, maybe take a step back. Because maybe they don't look like they're in fear. They just,
Right, they're just uncomfortable
uncomfortable
with
with
you
it. Yeah. So
touching
just
them
take a
because
little
you
step
don't
back.
know what
And
people
I'll,
have gone through.
yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Okay, so what do you say to people who don't mind, like you were, don't mind hugging, but they're really bad at it? What's your advice?
Well, like me, I bet you they don't know that they're bad at it.
So your advice would be for someone to tell them.
Yeah, someone needs to tell them.
Well,
Or
we're-
if you're really concerned about it, of whether you're a good hugger or not, ask someone.
Yeah, ask
Yeah,
somebody.
ask that
Well,
someone.
were
Do
your
you think
feelings
I'm a
hurt?
good? Oh, not at all. Not at all. Because I am always trying to improve myself, to make myself better than what I was yesterday, even. So if someone, is to tell me, "Oh, you're an awful hugger." Well, teach me, please. Teach me how
I
to
think that
hug.
might hurt some people's feelings, though. So I think it's all in the presentation. So if you're with someone and they don't hug well, you can tell them or show them even, but it's all in the presentation. You don't have to be mean about it, right?
Uh, the woman that told me that I was an awful hugger, she wasn't mean about it. She wasn't like, "Ugh, yuck, you're an awful hugger." She was just kind of chuckled like, "You don't know how to hug." What? you know? I'm like, I don't.
Well, then that would be my advice. If you need to tell someone that they're not a good hugger, make light of it, but also get your, point across.
Yeah, she got her point across.
Although, I'm the kind of person I would ask questions first because, like I said, there are scientific reasons why some people aren't good huggers.
You
So,
never
for
asked.
example,
You never asked if you could hug me.
you hugged me first. I didn't have to ask. You didn't ask me.
Continue. I interrupted.
Well, I was going to talk about there's a scientific. Did you know that there's a nerve? There are nerves that run from your spinal cord to your abdomen, but sometimes if that's underdeveloped, then it turns out scientists have found that people with that are less compassionate and less intimate, and so they really have they really have a problem with affection.
Well, I feel bad for them.
I know.
But yes, I think I've watched a documentary on that, actually. But also some of the people that have that condition, they don't know any other. So they've accepted that as who they are and don't really feel like they're missing out on anything.
Well, I'm not saying that's a flaw. I'm just saying that we huggers have to understand that there might
We
be
huggers.
there might be a
The
real
Hugger
reason
Nation.
why some.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that Hugger Nation. I like that. Maybe we need some T-shirts that say that.
Yes, the Hugger Nation.
I like that.
Hugger Nation.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there are reasons that we huggers need to understand why someone may not be a good hugger.
That's yeah. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
you get it. You get
Get
it. You have any other advice?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
So if you don't consider yourself a hugger, but yet you maybe want to be a hugger, maybe you feel like you're missing out, start hugging when you meet people. And like Jill said, ask someone, is it okay if you hug them? And maybe you start with your relatives or the people that are closest to you and start hugging them more until it will begin to feel normal. Just like back in the day, everybody did a handshake, but now people do handshakes and fist bumps. Uh, for some people, including me, I had to make a transition to go from a regular handshake to a fist bump. So it's just another form of a greeting, but also it's a little more. I don't think I want to use the word intimate, but it's a little more personal. How about that? A little more personal. Would you say that, Jill?
I would. I would say that.
Okay, cool.
And I'd like to add, but read the room. Read the room.
What
You
if
know,
you
I've
can't? What if you're not good at reading rooms?
Well, one time when someone wasn't good at reading a room, and I did not want them to hug me because I could just see the lust in their eyes, I took off running. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. I did not want to be hugged.
Run, run,
And
run,
they chased
run,
me
run.
for a little bit, but I'm a faster walker than I am a runner. So
Okie dokie.
once I started that walking swing I had, couldn't catch me.
Okay. All righty. Oh, cool. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to our next segment that we call Hey.
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that?
You always say that. Maybe we should change it to Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? Okay, so this is the segment where I talk about the topic with either studies or press releases that I've seen. So most scientists will say that hugging is actually good for you
Okay.
because when you hug someone, it produces a soothing chemical and releases a hormone, and it's called oxycontin, and it makes
Oxycontin?
contin
Oxy.
oxycontin. Anyway,
Okay,
it makes
thank you.
that soothing chemical makes you feel safe, not threatened, and so therefore it could, reduce your stress, because
Okay.
I know sometimes when I've had a tough day, I'll just hug you and I feel better instantly.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be
Be
okay.
okay. Everything's gonna
Yep.
be all right.
It also boosts
It'll
your
be all right.
immune system.
Everything's gonna be okay.
See, that's not good hug. But anyway,
Well, what?
just pat me like I'm a pet or something. That's not a good hug. But I'll give you a pass because they're sitting on the set.
Yeah, we didn't want to knock mics and stuff over and all of that, you know.
Okay.
And what if we fell off our stools?
Well, people would remember this show, wouldn't they? Hugging also boosts your immune system. That's good.
Really, I didn't know that.
It lowers your heart rate, which I can understand because
I
again,
did-
it calms you
I didn't
and
know
your blood
that.
pressure.
I didn't know that either. And your blood pressure? Oh, I didn't know that because whenever I get a physical, my blood pressure goes up instead of down. So if I hug the person that's taking my blood pressure, then maybe it'll go down.
No,
Maybe.
because
No.
read the room. They'll probably be like, "Sir,
Well,
sir."
I don't care if their blood pressure goes up. I'm trying to get my blood pressure down if I'm at the doctor.
So you're telling me that it would lower your blood pressure if you knew you were hugging someone who did not want to be hugged?
If hugging someone will bring your blood pressure down, yes, I would probably still hug them to get my blood pressure down if I'm at the doctor. So maybe I'll try that the next time.
Maybe I should just go with you and hug you before you go into the room. Maybe that's a better solution, I think.
Hey, we'll
Do
see.
you know how, like, sometimes people don't want to be hugged because it's a cultural thing. It's a sign of disrespect in some places.
I never heard that before.
But there are some countries that are bigger huggers than in the U.S. So, for example, in France, statistically, they have more huggers than in the U.S. And
Okay.
I totally get that.
Okay. Well,
'Cause
what
I
are the
can think-
countries that don't hug?
I didn't find it that.
You didn't what?
I didn't find that.
You didn't find that?
No.
You didn't find it that?
I
You
didn't find
it?
that. Stop it.
I told
I'm
you
not
Jill is
feeling
not
well.
feeling well today. Jill not feeling well makes the mistakes I always make.
I can't talk when I'm foggy.
So you're in my world now.
Your world.
Yes, my world now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like permanent brain fog.
Oh, that's not true.
Sure it is.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
Well, anything else you want to say about hugging?
I like to hug. Hugging is good. Hugging is good. It is. Hugging is really, really good. And all the things you've said about hugging, I'm pretty sure are quite true.
I didn't make it up.
It relaxes. I'm talking about the studies. The studies are probably quite accurate. But again, it's getting back to connection with people, with each other. The more we're relaxed with each other, the better our health will be, because we're not stressed. If you are in a stressful situation and that stressful situation, someone comes and gives you a hug, the stress will begin to subside.
Unless you don't want to be hugged.
Unless you want, well, we don't want to get a creepy hug.
Well,
You
to
don't
me,
want
it's
get
it's a yes, but not a yes and.
yes, but. Yes, but.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
but.
Hugging is good, but.
Yes, but.
Yes,
Good,
but.
yes, but. Okay.
Anyway.
Cool. So hugging. So, yeah.
All right. Well, should we start to wrap up?
Well, we can do that if you wish, Jill. We can wrap up this show. The music came in quick.
It did.
Pressing buttons. Okay, but the music is there now, the outro music we have. Okay, so what do we have? Check out I'm Right here with us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch that on YouTube and Facebook. And you can go to Jill's website, JillCoxCordova.com, and click the podcast tab. Also, remember to check out Poetic People Fighting Racism, which is back every other week on Saturday night at 9 p.m. And you can go to knowtobestill.com/podcast, and you can also watch that on Facebook and YouTube.
And that show is this Saturday.
It is this Saturday, April 6th. Yeah, that is correct. Cool. And the Soul Reader. I am still doing the Soul Reader every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's knowtobestill.com/podcast. And you can see that on YouTube and Facebook also. Okay, so what are we going to do, Jill? Are we going to end this show? Are we going to get out of here? Are we going to
We
say...
are. I don't think my voice can last much longer.
Are we going to
Next
say...
week, I
till
hope to not be
next-
sick.
Till next week, till next Wednesday. We
Farewell.
love you all. We are sending you a hug, like a real good hug, not the zombie hug. So, we want to thank everyone for watching.
Yes, thank you, Dave and
Yes,
Sam.
thank you for watching. Yes, and there's buttons we're gonna push, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So till next week, we love you all. Bye.
Bye.